If your ex pushed you away at the time of the breakup, but they were sad when they were doing it, and you could look them in the eyes and you could see that sadness, but you're confused because they still went through with the breakup, watch this video. Hey, what's up? I'm Coach Benny, and I help people get their exes back. And before I did this, I was a dating coach for about 5 years, where I had to pay a lot of attention to how to create attraction in other people. And when it comes to getting mixed signals from your ex, like you could tell that something's still there deep down inside, but they purposefully pushed you away, and they've been cold and super distant since then, and it's totally unlike how they were in the relationship. It's really, really hard to understand what's happening in their mind, but I'm going to do my best to break it down for you here in this video. Your ex was most likely neglected or emotionally neglected in childhood, and what's happened for them is a variety of things. Number one, they have hyper independence because that's what was necessary for them to navigate their childhood in the absence of parents that were really mentoring them and kind of showing them the path. And they have a fear of losing that independence because that was their survival mechanism. Now, without active parents, you're not also getting a frame of reference for what communication and cooperation looks like in relationships. And so you have somebody that doesn't know how to get what they need, kind of vocalize their needs and their boundaries with other people. And so they kind of end up keeping all their feelings and reservations to themselves, and they end up people pleasing across the board at school, work, family, whatever, and they spread themselves really thin. They get overwhelmed from stress, from not having set boundaries, and this communication problem also stacks up a bunch of problems in your relationship that they get overwhelmed from. Now, keep in mind, they were never able to take their issues to their parents growing up, and so for that same reason, they don't really expect that they can do that with you, even if you've shown up really, really well in the relationship. Now, what tends to go along with all these other problems is a fear of commitment. And that's because deep down, the type of ex that feels sad that they're breaking up with you, but they do it anyway, this is the kind of person that feels like they're broken inside. And this causes them to have a fear of commitment. They're afraid that if they commit to you, that, number one, they're going to lose their independence, which we talked about earlier. But number two, that they're going to be a bad partner. They're not going to be able to give you what you need emotionally because they weren't invested in emotionally. And they're also afraid that they're going to be a shitty dad, a shitty husband, or a shitty wife, or a shitty mother, that kind of a thing. And they have some real fears around commitment. Now, at the end of the day, everything we've discussed here is the dismissive avoidant attachment style. That is somebody that has this core wound of feeling broken. It's usually stemming from neglect in childhood. You can definitely re-attract this person. What you saw in their eyes when they were sad when they broke up with you, that's a realistic love that they have.